everyone, it's Bibi here, and today we're going to talk about sunscreen. For me, sunscreen is an absolute must in my skincare routine. I never ever skip it. I can skip some other steps in my morning routine if I'm feeling a little bit lazy or just not feeling it. But the one that will never fail for me is applying my sunscreen. Applying sunscreen and reapplying is a very good self-care habit to have, not just for, beauty reasons, not just to avoid premature aging or sunspots or anything like that, but also to protect your health in order to avoid skin cancer, because this is a huge problem. I don't see a lot of people promoting sunscreen use, at least in my country. I live in Portugal, which still has a very much tanning culture. People used to use like baby oil and Coca-Cola on their skin to tan more, literally frying their skin. Okay, this is really dangerous. With that said, definitely, I feel like something is better than nothing. If you are not reapplying every 2 hours, I do feel like if you at least apply in the morning, it's better than nothing. Sometimes I forget to reapply, but I have found some really nice ways to reapply, and I have found some really good sunscreens that I enjoy using. And my goal with this video is to go through my sunscreen collection with you and show you the different types of sunscreens I have, and possibly, inspire you to get a new sunscreen or to start getting into sunscreen. Just before we begin, I do have a couple of disclaimers to make. So 2 of the products in this video were actually gifted either by a store or a brand in exchange for a review and to promote their stores on my Instagram page, which by the way is Skincare with Bridget, if you'd like to follow. Just to keep you up to date of what is going on. I will be telling you which the products are when we are talking about them, so you can always expect that type of transparency with me. I do love collaborating with brands because it's just what I love to do here. But I also think that I owe you to keep you informed of what the collaborations are and what products I'm talking about that have been offered by a brand. I also would like to make it very clear that I am in no way a skincare professional. I am not a licensed professional in this area at all, okay? I am just someone who really enjoys skincare, and I also enjoy talking about it online. So with that said, we can definitely begin now. First up, we have the Canary Labs Heliocare 360 Water Gel. This is one of the most expensive sunscreens on my list, and it's still under 30 euros. It is also one of the few Western sunscreens I have. It is from a Spanish brand, and you usually can get it at a pharmacy and things like that. I do think it's on the right path for a good sunscreen. It has high protection, it is SPF 50+, and has UVB, UVA protection, PA++++. It claims to be good for any skin type, and the brand also claims that it forms a protective film that is supposed to protect your skin against daily pollution, which I found really interesting. For me, where this sunscreen has failed me was regarding its eye tolerance. So one of the reasons I first bought this was because it mentioned that it was tested and safe to wear around the eye area. At the time I bought it, I was having a lot of issues with the skin around my eyes, and I thought this would be a good idea, but unfortunately it still made me cry a lot, and it still feels very aggressive around the eye area. So I don't think that actually it is tolerable by your eyes, if that makes sense. So in that sense, it definitely failed me. It usually doesn't pill, but because of the protective film it forms, sometimes it has a life of its own. So depending on the skincare I used, or if I'm wearing a lot of makeup after, it can sometimes pill, which is also a negative for me. The formula is also fragrance free, which can cause its actual scent to be a bit unpleasant, but it's not too much, so it doesn't really bother me. Um, Also, it claims to be hydrating, but I don't find it that hydrating. But it doesn't really have a matte finish either, so it's a bit in the between of those two, even though it claims to be hydrating. I think it's an okay sunscreen, but for the price, I do believe that you can do better. But I mean, it's an option. This is the Caudalie Vinosun Ocean Protect. And I recently got this at the opening of the new Caudalie store in Lisbon, where I was super lucky to meet Mathilde Thomas, the actual founder of Caudalie. So I was really lucky to chat with her a little bit about skincare and just tell her how much I love her brand. She told me about how her trips around the world inspired her to include some products in her brand that are not usually done in Western beauty. For example, like their glycolic essence, which is not a step we see a lot in, European, US type of brands, at least at the time it launched. She was also really excited about the launch of this sunscreen. So she was telling me all about it because I just had it in my like little shopping bag. And so I was like super excited to try it out. I'm all over the place. Just like I was when I first saw her. Like I really wanted to be that person that meets I'm not gonna say she's a celebrity, but like to me she is, because I love skincare and it's like meeting a rock star, right? But I really wanted to be that person who goes up to someone you don't know and just have like a proper conversation. I feel like I could have asked her so many good things, but at the time I saw her, all I could say was like, "You're Mathilde," and she's like, "Yeah." So yeah, that's me, but you know, maybe I'll see her again one day and I'll be able to have some questions drawn out for her. Anyways, I really wanted to love this sunscreen. I really did. But there is one thing about it that I just can't get past, which is the scent. It is fragrance free. So the sunscreen protection factor chemicals on this one really pop off, like they do pop off. And it's not a pleasant scent at all. Some days I am able to just move past it and it doesn't bother me as much, but on most days this is just unbearable for me, which is super sad because the formula itself is beautiful. It's lightweight, it spreads well, it is just a very beautiful formula for a Western sunscreen, but sadly I can't move past the scent. It has a protection factor of 50 plus, and UVA, UVB protection too. It is vegan friendly, pregnancy friendly, reef safe, and it's also good for sensitive skin. So it is a beautiful product. It also has the classic Grape polyphenols that they always use on their products, which are meant to have antioxidant benefits. But yeah, it doesn't pill, it's not greasy, it works beautifully on paper, but the application itself becomes really unbearable for me just because of this little thing, the scent. So I'm really hoping that maybe in the future there's a reformulation of this where the scent is a little less strong, because if not, I mean, it's just not for me. But if you are able to move past it, I definitely recommend this as a Western option of a good sunscreen, because it is a good sunscreen, except for that little thing that bothers me personally. I was gifted a few products from the K-beauty store Oh My Beloved, in order for me to test them, review them on Instagram, and promote their store. And one of the products was actually this Lapine sunscreen, which really surprised me on the positive actually. It is called Lapine Pore-Free Essential Sun Cream, and instead of purified water, the brand uses persimmon extract. Persimmons also have antioxidant benefits when it comes to skincare, so I do find it quite interesting that they chose to use that instead of water in the formula. It has SPF 50+, PA++++, and it has a slight tint to it. It's quite light, so to me it's actually a positive note on it because it does help me get like a smoother base. It sort of evens out everything a little bit, such as a tinted moisturizer would, but I'm not sure how that translates into deeper skin tones. So I'm not sure if I can recommend this for everybody. It has that very typical sunscreen scent, but it's very faint and it just quickly goes away after you've applied it to your face. It feels like a moisturizer when you're applying it, so it's quite nice to apply, but it ends up with a matte finish. So I do think this is a good option for maybe combination to oilier skin types. It didn't pill at all on me either. However, I don't think that this is the perfect option to wear under makeup, if it makes sense, because of its matte finish. It can pull a little bit, not pull, but instead of spreading your concealer smoothly, for example, it can, gather it a little bit around the skin just because of its finish. But yeah, if you are looking for something new and you are curious to try this one, you can get it at Oh My Beloved's website. I do have 10% off their whole website. I don't have a code. I do have a link for it, so I will put the link in the description box so that you can check it out if you want to. For full transparency, I am receiving 10% commission of every sale made through my link, okay? So this will help me continue creating content for you guys, which I really, really appreciate. And with that said, let's move on to the next. This next one is my baby. I absolutely love this Nivea sunscreen. I do have to order this one online as it is from the Japanese version of Nivea, so it's not available everywhere, but it's still a really affordable, excellent sunscreen choice in my opinion. It is called Nivea UV Super Water Gel. It is SPF 50 and PA+++. So it isn't the highest protection factor amongst what I have, but I think it's still a very decent protection, and it works perfectly fine for daily use. It's really good, trust me. Its formula is gorgeous. It feels just like spreading water on the skin. It doesn't have a matte finish, but it's not greasy looking either, so it just has a very natural skin finish, which I love. It makes it perfect for humid climates, oily skin types, combination skin types. It doesn't pill, doesn't feel greasy. Due to its lightweight formula, it also works super well under makeup. So for me, this is like the no-brainer choice when I have to pick a daily sunscreen. It's really my favorite. I recommend this a lot. I like the size of the bottle too. Like, it comes with 140 grams of product, which is pretty nice for a face sunscreen. You can also use it on your body if you want to take it with you and just apply on your arms. Doesn't have any scent. I don't know what else you can possibly want from a sunscreen. Maybe higher protection, but like, this works so well. This works incredibly well. It also contains hyaluronic acid in its formulation, so it does help, maintaining your skin hydrated a little bit. And it's good for sensitive skin types because it does have quite a mild formula. Give it a go if you haven't already, because this is really, really one of my favorite sunscreens ever. I always keep coming back to it and I can't recommend it enough. Maybe you will surprise me and not like it, but it's genuinely my favorite sunscreen. Although this next one has been around for a while, I only got to try it recently. This is the Etude House Sunprise Mild Airy Finish, and it has an SPF of 50+, PA++++, and it's a 100% mineral formula. Usually I do not really like mineral sunscreens because they tend to be really hard to spread and not comfortable to wear at all. Maybe I will not mind wearing it when I'm just, doing some sports outdoors or something like that. But for a daily sunscreen, it's not my favorite. However, This one is quickly winning my heart, and I've been really enjoying it. First of all, the packaging is adorable. I always love Etude House's packaging. I feel like this is super cute to just have on your vanity or to bring with you if you want to use it to reapply. Its formula is super lightweight, milky, really nice and easy to spread. It doesn't leave a white cast on me and it doesn't pill. So this is truly a little gem because it's so affordable. I think it's perfect for oilier skin types, combination skin types too, just because it has more of a matte finish, but it works really, really well as a makeup base too. So this is a wonderful everyday sunscreen if you are looking for a mineral sunscreen. It is also formulated with Centella asiatica and aloe vera, so two wonderful skincare ingredients that are known to have soothing properties and hydrating properties. So definitely give this one a try. I do recommend it, even though it's a more recent find for me. The next three sunscreens are all from the same brand, FRUDIA, which is known to have really cute packaging, affordable skincare, and very decent formulas centered around fruit extracts. So in order to not take too long going on about them, since they're from the same brand, I'll just quickly go through all the differences between them since there are three different types. The tone-up version contains glutathione, which is known to be a powerful antioxidant that promotes skin brightening and evening of the skin tone. It also contains pearl powder that will give the sunscreen a really nice glowy finish. Please keep in mind that this one is a tone-up sunscreen, so this means it will have a slight brightening effect of your skin tone, which can sometimes be that kind of white cast but more elegant, if you know what I mean. So if that is not something you enjoy, then this is definitely not the sunscreen for you. It has an SPF 50 plus and PA+++. It has a very strong scent. To me, it smells almost like baby powder. And it does stay on the skin. So I do think that the weak spot of all of these from FRUDIA is the scent because it's so strong. So also keep that in mind if you don't like your skincare to have fragrance. Other than that, it spreads really nicely, doesn't pill, and works well under makeup too. So if you like this type of product, I think this is a beautiful, affordable option because you can't really beat the price of these, and they're usually very easy to find no matter where you are, as they're plenty available online. The green grape version of this is the lightest formulation of the three. So I do think that this is the most appropriate out of these three for an oily skin type, or if you like to have a sunscreen that has sebum controlling properties for combination skin too, but I don't think it's good for dry skin types. It has SPF 50 plus and a PA++++, so pretty decent protection, and it has again a very strong scent. To me, it makes me think of apple and sour grape candy, which I kind of like, but I mean, you might not want to have that smell on your face all day, but again, for its price, it's pretty unbeatable. It contains green grape extract, which is known for its antioxidant and hydrating properties. It's vegan friendly, and again, for this price, I do think it's a great option. Yeah, I guess you could ask for them not to be as strongly scented, but this brand does market their products to a younger audience as well, so that's why they have the cute packaging and the strong scents and all those things that usually will appeal to a younger generation. The Ultra UV version is the most hydrating of all of these three. It also claims to be sensitive skin friendly, but again, with this strong fragrance, I'm not sure if it truly is sensitive skin friendly. It's a very lingering scent. This one smells a bit like the typical sunscreen mixed in with some like artificial flowers. It's the scent I dislike the most out of the three too, so keep that in mind. It has SPF 50 plus and PA plus 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 plus, and contains triple hyaluronic acid. Feels very moisturizing on the skin when applying, and it stays that way. So it leaves a very dewy, cushiony feel when you're wearing it. So I do think this is really nice for drier skin types. Oily skin types might not benefit as much from using this one. But other than that, it is transparent, doesn't pill, vegan friendly, a great product in its category, I think, and on its price range. And finally, we have my favorite method of reapplication, which are Sunsticks. I just find them so convenient and, you know, so easy to just bring around. Most of them are quite compact, so you can just throw them in any bag, and when you're outside, you can just, you know, swipe them, and like this, it doesn't show on your skin. You don't have to touch your skin with your hands. So for me, this is truly like my favorite reapplication method. I do recommend you trying some nice Korean Sunsticks if you haven't yet, because they might just change your life. They did for me. I recently got to try this Thank You Farmer Sunstick in a PR collaboration I did with the German beauty store Skincation. So by the way, if you are located in Europe and want to try either this one or any current trending K-beauty products, or even other concept skincare brands that are not necessarily K-beauty, definitely check out Skincation, okay? I do have a code for 15% off their whole website. The code is MySkin15. I am not receiving any commission off this code. It's just a nice way I arranged with the brand for you to also have a discount in case you want to get anything from them. Because I do get that sometimes in Europe it's a bit hard to find like the most popular Korean skincare at the moment, and they do have a bunch of brands that I like Beauty of Joseon, Thank You Farmer, that have a great rice line. You have to try it. And yeah, I diverge. This is the sunstick that I want to talk about, and it is called Sun Project Silky Calming Sunstick. It is SPF 50 plus and PA++++, and it's the tiniest little packaging. I do like that because it's easy to just even bring in your pocket or just a small bag. It doesn't take much space, and it has this shape, which is the only thing I don't really love about it, but I guess it comes with, you know, how compact it is, because I do feel like this is not the most easy shape to apply to your face. It's not very ergonomical or anything like that, so you do have to be like very precise to make sure you get to every little corner, but I do like it. It has a very faint smell. It almost doesn't have fragrance, so it really doesn't disturb me at all. This isn't hyped much, but it is a really good sunstick. It's among my favorites at this moment, just because I feel like it's super appropriate for oily skin types, so it's not very heavy on the skin. It would also be good if you live in humid climates, so you know, it doesn't feel heavy on the skin or pore clogging or anything like that. Also, it's formulated with Centella asiatica and Madecassoside. I think I said that right, I'm not sure. Which are both known to soothe irritated skin and be pretty safe for sensitive skin. So this is definitely a good choice, and if you want to check it out and support me, please do check Skincation's website if you are located in Europe. And I already said that, but you do have a 15% off discount code, MySkin15. I will also be leaving this information on the description box so you can look it up later. And we also have here the Habib Quick Sun Stick. This is one of my top ones because I think it is a crowd pleaser. I've seen this around a lot lately, and I can definitely understand why all the hype. I'm going to show you the texture a little bit too. It is SPF 50+, PA+++++, and it has a nice transparent texture. I'm not sure if you can see it from here, but I'll also add some close-ups. It is scent-free, and it's really easy to apply it even on top of makeup because of its texture. It is enriched with acacia peptides and ceramides, so it helps you repair your skin barrier while still being protected from the sun. Its shape is also really convenient to apply all over your face because it's slightly curved, so you can like easily get a wide part of your face with just a few swipes, which is really nice. The packaging is also really cute in my opinion. It's like a pretty aesthetic packaging. Whenever I bring this out, people always ask me what it is, so I get to talk about sunscreen a little bit, which is cool. And the only negative point that I can see on this one is the scent. Because it is fragrance free, the chemical scent can sometimes, you know, show up a bit. Some people describe it as a plastic smell, which I do get. It doesn't bother me much and I don't really pick it up that much. But if you are maybe very sensitive to those types of smells, this will not be a good option. But other than that, I do recommend it. The last sunstick I have here is the most affordable within the sunstick category I showed you, and it's also the most hydrating one, so I would recommend this for drier skin types and maybe for colder weather as well, because it's a very nourishing formula. It is SPF 50+, PA+++++, so a very decent protection, and it's called Natural Perfection Fresh Sunstick from the brand AHC. They have two different packagings for this one. I believe it's the light blue packaging that is the same as this one. I am not sure which one is the most recent. I think maybe this one. But just so you know, if you are looking for it and you don't see this specific packaging, it doesn't mean that it's not available. It's just that they have two packagings, which can be a bit confusing. This is formulated with a bunch of little extracts that I cannot pronounce, but I will try to put them around here somewhere, that are focused to provide your skin with hydration, protection from external aggressors, and overall just to make your skin feel nice and comfortable while wearing this. I think this is a very nice sunstick and I've used quite a lot of it. It has a bit more scent than the last two, but it's still very faint. It smells a bit citrusy, like orange candy. Its shape is usually a bit more rectangular, but it's a bit curved from my, from my own face. And it's a very sleek packaging. It's very like thin, so you can easily bring this in a pocket or in a small bag as usual. It feels super, super, super nourishing when I wear this, and I do have combination skin, but I still enjoy using this during the winter times when my skin needs a little bit extra protection from the wind outside and the cold. And yeah, it doesn't break me out at all. It's also very transparent, very easy to wear, even on top of makeup. It doesn't drag it around or anything. It also claims to have sebum controlling properties. Although, as I said, I just feel this to be very nourishing. It gives you a very glowy finish too. It doesn't feel like the first choice for oily skin types and combination skin types just because of how hydrating it is. But I have been loving this for winter too, so I don't see a big problem with a more nourishing formula. But yeah, I do recommend it. Give it a try if you want. It's very, very affordable, and they're usually available on Stylevana, websites like that. So here it is. And that was all of them, 11 sunscreens that I basically gave a little quick review for you. Any questions about skincare, beauty, fragrance, any requests, please don't don't be shy, comment away. I'll be very happy to read your comments and reply to them. If you enjoyed this video, please like, and if you want to see more on this, please subscribe to my channel. I try to put up a video every Saturday, just about beauty talk. And with that said, I say my goodbyes now. Ciao!